All right, guys, I'm back again. Just a couple of more high school memories. Today's kind of like my autobiography day up to high school. I don't know if I'll get into college yet. Not that my college career was that much to rave about anyway. But anyway, just a couple of things you got to remember in high school that I failed to mention that were pretty interesting things. One was the back room, which was a room behind a garage at Bobby Goldkrantz's house. Bobby Goldkrantz lived on Meadowbrook Road, and he had this room. Uh-oh, big truck's coming. I gotta let him go. So anyway, the back room was a room behind Bob's garage, and that's where we used to hang out at night. We used to always have a few laughs and a good time. Ray Nalpan, Tommy Lobianco, Scott Alexander, Frank Lito, Lou Groya. Too many guys would come to the back room to mention. And then the other one thing I wanted to mention was when I was getting on the wrestling thing was I also wrestled with Eric and Bruce Olson, two twin brothers. And it was my first real tragedy was Bruce Olson was killed by a car on New Year's Day, walking home from Ray Nalpan's party. It hit me like a ton of bricks. That I mean, if I think about Bruce today, I do think about him from time to time. That guy had a grin-eating, a shit-eating grin on his face from ear to ear. He was a special guy, Bruce. So I'm giving a little shout out to Bruce Olson and Eric also. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Alrighty, guys. Believe it or not, we have 31 miles under our belt. We only got about 11 more miles today, roughly about an hour riding. The rate we've been going, we've been averaging over 11 miles an hour today. I just have another high school shout out. Mike Kopp. He was a year older than us, but he tended to hang around with my gang for whatever reason. I guess he liked to have fun, because that's what in high school the guys I hung out with, it's all about how much fun we could have. But anyway, Mike Kopp unfortunately passed away this year on 9/11 of all days. He was a New York City police officer for at least 20 years. I'm not sure how long he was doing that. And then he was doing security work at the hospital Ray Nalpan works at. So Ray used to see him all the time. Another guy, always smile on his face. Never had a bad word to say about anybody. A good guy. Unfortunately, passed away. All right. I think that's it for high school. Yeah, that's enough for high school. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. All righty. John and I just finished our little break where we each ate a banana, got something to drink, just had a small climb, and now we got a nice downhill on a shady country road with no traffic. So I'm going to try and wrap up my college career pretty quick because it really isn't that much to talk about. Nassau Community College, got to give a shout out to Jimmy Hillen. Nassau Community was like continued high school almost because you were commuting. So Jimmy Hillen, he wrestled at Calhoun also. And we were friends at Nassau Community College with Rob Chalkowick, Sean Coffey. I think Steve Conroy was there too. Not 100% sure. But after 2 years at Nassau, I was cutting lawns, cutting like 10 lawns a week to make a few bucks. After 2 years in Nassau, I decided on going to Brockport State my junior year. So in between my sophomore and junior years, Sean Coffey and I flew out to California to do a little 3 or 4 week trip before going back to our junior year. Sean was going to the University of New Mexico, so flew out to California. Sean and I rented a car and we drove around California. We picked up Joe Farfone, and when I got back from that trip, my mother was telling me, you gotta remember, no cell phones back then. My mother was telling me Jeff Josephson's been calling me every day another friend from high school who was a year older than me, but Jeff was calling because he was going to Brockport also. So I got back from my California trip. I gave Jeff a call. I hope it's not too windy with this, you can hear me. And Jeff and I took the Freedom van. That was his van. It was a yellow Ford Econoline van with a case of Michelob in it, on ice, up to Brockport. And then I had my 2-year career at Brockport, where I majored in economics and finance. All right, that's it. I'm wrapping up my. You probably hear enough. Enough of my chatting about my little biography up to college. I'll talk about my fire department career another day. So yeah, it's been as far as cycling today. Another great, really nice day. I mean, we got 33 miles under our belt, I think, and we got about 10 to go. So I think it's around 11:30 in the morning. We're going to be checking in probably before 1 today. So that's a nice easy day after a day off. And then tomorrow we're on the road for I think 69 or 67 miles with a few more hills. And as far as my calculations, after tomorrow, we're going to have more flat days than hilly days until we get to the Rockies, I believe. Again, you never know what's behind every bend or what's in front of you after every hill. Every step is an adventure, every pedal. So, all good. All right, you guys. Oh, one more shout out I'll give to this guy, Kip Byers. I met him on my California trip the first time around. He had biked cross country back in his early 20s. He saw me on a bike path with 4 panniers on my bike. I had my mat, I had my camping gear, I had all this stuff with me. And he pulled up next to me and he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "To New York," and he was laughing. He goes, "That's what," he said he did the trip when he was a young man. So I'll give a shout out to Kip Byers also. Really nice guy. We rode together for about an hour and a half or so and became friends. All right, oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like I said, every bend, every turn, every turn, every bend is something different to see. Awesome. All right, that's an adventure. Bye. Oh boy. I knew I was going to forget somebody from high school. I got to mention Darryl Rapeco, the Big D. Yeah, me and him were really good friends in high school, and we both worked together at our first job at Burger King. So that was a pretty funny time too, junior year of high school. Anyway, I got to give a shout out to Darryl too. And I know I'm probably missing some other people. I'm sorry, my mind is all over the place. But enjoying the ride. And one other thing I want to mention is when I first was doing this ride back in May, I may have mentioned it before, was I'm trying to raise money. It was for Ukraine, and I picked a charity called the World Central Kitchen, which I really think is a great organization. I did volunteer over in Poland for a week, and with a couple of people I met at World Central Kitchen, Dave, his wife Susanna, Georgia, and Mike. We went into Ukraine. We went to Lviv for a while, which was good to see. So I am trying to raise money for the World Central Kitchen. I will post my fundraising page on Facebook and LinkedIn as I go along. And if you want to pay per mile, either 1 cent per mile, 2 cents per mile, 3 cents per mile, 4 cents per mile, or 5 cents per mile, you can get in on the cheap now. The first 1,000 miles, a penny a mile, is only $10. So if anybody's a little, tight, doesn't have the money but has $10 for a good cause, when I cross the 1,000-mile mark, I'll shoot the fundraising page out, and you guys get in on the cheap then. When the price is only going to go up as I click off the miles. So I hope you guys will help me out with that. My goal is $25,000 to raise. I think I'm around $18,500. So any help I can get would be greatly appreciated. It's really a wonderful organization. I I did volunteer with them for a week, so I saw the way they operate. And Jose Andres is the founder, and I guess he's the CEO or the president of the company. Ron Howard did a documentary on him. If you want to follow up just to check out where your money's going, check out World Central Kitchen. Thanks, guys. That's it for me. I probably went over my time on me and John are trying to keep these things to 15 minutes a day. I may have went a little bit long today. Look at the road in front of us. That's JTR doing it. Awesome, guys. Yep. I knew it was going to happen as soon as I get done. Another shout out that I got to give is to Chris Peterson. He was 2 years older than me. He was kind of like a Don Campbell figure to me, kind of like the older brother I never had. One of the hardest working guys I know. And sometimes life gets in the way when you're raising kids and stuff. Me and Chris were out of contact for quite a while. We reconnected about 5 years ago. And another really great friend who taught me a lot about hard work and doing the right thing. So Chris, I have to give you a shout out too. I'm probably still missing guys. I am sorry. I got so many things on my mind. But I just had to tell a story about me growing up and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Signing off. Once again, we see the dreaded men working sign. I got to stay clear of those. John and I are bringing it home. We got about 3.5 miles to go. Nice, it was a really nice day. It's still early. Sun is shining. We just got to tough out this busy road for the last 3 miles. You can see there's like a little shoulder on the road. There's traffic lights, which is always good. That slows people down a little bit. We're in the town of Harriman, Tennessee. Harriman, Tennessee. And oh, thank you, my friend. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Did you guys see that? Now there's 2 nice guys. That's 2 nice guys. They had the green light and they stopped them. Thanks, guys. See, every once in a while I find a nice person or 2. Yeah, we're bringing it home. Bringing it home on this bit of a highway, but we only got 3 miles to go, so it's been a really nice day. Alrighty, check it out later. Bye.